Ladies and gentlemen, we return to round 2 of the Total War Attila YouTuber tournament, where it is MalakithSkadi facing off against Stinky Inky.
We're
The
keeping
man, the legend.
the man, the myth, the legend.
He doesn't think that's a very good nickname, but maybe if I keep saying it.
I'm sure he loves it. It'll grow on him.
It's a great nickname. I just don't think he understands why it's so great.
The power of the nickname. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the Danes on Stinky Inky side versus the Lakmits.
It is just like in real life, another historical conflict, and once again fighting on the Battle of Cobblestone map.
Yep, it's our favorite
For the millionth
map.
time. Every contestant loves this map. In fact, the battle,
Yesterday's
Legend of
battle,
Total War versus West
yeah.
Coffin, was in this exact map on this exact configuration. So
Indeed.
excellent variety from the contestants.
Good stuff. Right, so I guess we'll quickly have a look at the units that the contestants have brought. So on your side, one thing that is very easily noteworthy is that there's a lot of cavalry, no range units. Very simple army in a way, I guess. That Malakith brought a lot of those Alarachrein units again. Someone actually told me how to pronounce that unit, and I can't remember because that was
that can't be done now.
it was like a week ago or something. So there's no way I'm gonna pronounce it right.
He
But
spammed maces basically. So
yeah, those mace
all
units,
infantry
yeah.
is just maces, and he's gone absolutely camel crazy for this
Yeah.
battle, bringing 10 units of camels.
all kinds of
He has
camels.
no mercy. Yes, it's a variety of like shock camels and regular camels. He's got camel lancers at the back.
And he's got
in
camel
front, the
warriors
camel warriors.
and armored camel warriors as well.
Oh yeah, some armored ones as well. And he does have some actual cavalry as a little reserve. Oh no, that's camel lancers. I'd tell a lie. There's one actual cavalry. I thought they were both
The
cav.
general.
No. One cav unit. There's the chieftain. So he's got 11 camels, not 10. I lied. If you thought
Liar.
10 was too much, 11 camels should be enough. Pretty balanced camel-based army.
Indeed. And on Stinky Inky's side, a little more variety in here. We got a whole bunch of Nordic hurlers, so he's definitely got a range advantage, judging from the fact there's no range on the other side. He's got some Nordic horse raiders, which I believe, yeah, they have the excellent attack against cavalry as well. He's brought, it looks like 4 of those, and then a bunch of Nordic horse lords in the center there behind his main line, which is a very small main line, by the way. He's got a bunch of Nordic warriors, one random Nordic spearman. I guess he couldn't afford any more warriors, so he just put a random spear in there, I guess. And then he's got some Nordic axe warriors on the flanks along with his cavalry. And his general, of course, which is the Nordic raid leader. This is the Nordic army. I forgot about that. He's got like every unit has Nordic in it.
All the time. It's Nordic versus camels in this battle.
Indeed.
So yes, Mal, total range disadvantage, but big infantry advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, Inco's got basically nothing on the infantry front, so those macemen
Well, he's got
going to
the,
waste. 'Cause, like, what can he do with them? There's not that many units to actually take out with all the mace guys.
Actually, infantry-wise, it's an 8v8 because he's got the axes on the flanks, but he definitely has a massive cav advantage
that's
on
true. That's true.
Mal's side. Well, let's find out how it unfolds, shall we?
I guess we should do that at some point. So let's hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. Play,
All right.
folks, play. Fight for our amusement. Give us an excellent strategy. We should note that Inco hasn't got a very symmetrical strategy. Not strategy,
Yeah, it's because of the stupid spear unit
formation.
in there. It was
Because, yeah,
very
the off
nice.
position.
Yeah, and Mal, of course, doing his English queuing.
Miles, very good. Very. Is it perfect?
I
Might be perfect.
It's very close. I can see some units on his left flank. The 2 cav at the back are not quite lined up with the other units, but
It's possible that his left cavalry group is further away from the center than the right cavalry group, but overall, a visually pleasing formation. That means I'm going to predict that Mal wins, based on that alone, of
an
course.
interesting predict. Yeah, I mean that's a good way to predict wins. We also already know, because of course that battle went up yesterday, that the winner of this battle is going to go up against Legend of Total War. Which is
So you don't want
definitely
to win this battle. Lose now. Lose while you still can. It's okay to
Yeah.
lose now. No point losing to Legend of Total War. You just wasted your time.
Oh, Mal is going all completely spread out. So much cavalry he's going to completely be
just
able to
using
surround.
his camels. He's made a huge camel line, and his macemen are walking right towards Inco's center.
It's a very scary setup from Malakith, that's for sure. Like
Very imposing. It's all attack. You know he's going to go on the offensive because he brought no ranged.
Indeed.
Inco's splitting his army right down the middle, putting all of his hurlers, if I can say it, on the flanks. Is he planning to hurl the camels? Is that what he's trying to go for?
I guess so.
Or are the hurlers just going to absorb the camel charge?
Yeah, maybe that's what he's trying to do.
That's another possibility.
You gotta remember the hurlers actually slow down cavalry's charge, so I guess he could use them as sort of a way to slow the cavalry charge down and then
rid of that charge bonus.
Engage with his own.
He's
He's actually
charging the hurlers.
Oh, wow, he's actually charging right in there with his.
It's working. If that was his plan. But
he's counter-charging with one unit
against
a lot of units, though.
I don't know if that's going to work.
On the other side, it's still pretty simple. He's sending some Nordic Horse Lord, the one that he had in reserve, sending him over there as well. A whole bunch of cavalry's in there.
Up. I think it's going to be micro here on Mal's left. I should actually turn to face Mal's side, so I'm supposed to be tracking his progress. And it looks like he's going to beat Inco's cav there, but Inco's infantry is going to get involved.
Indeed, yeah.
Mal's infantry is not going to do anything.
I'm quite surprised that Inco's Nordic Horse Raider on the far right is actually not even really killing the camel warriors at all, even though it's actually has a very good bonus against, or an excellent bonus against cavalry, but it's going...
This isn't cavalry, it's camels, maybe in the game.
I wonder if that's actually the case. I wouldn't be surprised, to be fair. It's looking pretty good for... it's a good start for Malakith right now.
It looks like he's just about breaking through on this side now. So.
One of Inco's action is getting a little far away from the unit, so I was bringing it back now.
He went for a wild run.
Charging him into his camel warriors. He's about to get charged in the back by his camel lance, and that cannot go.
They're very exposed now. I think they're going to get screwed over pretty soon.
That's going to be a very harsh charge.
Down those camels over there. This camel lance has gone down. It's freed up another horse lord's unit that could counter, but it's not going to. It's going to get hit by
what a charge on those Nordic axe warriors! Completely destroyed.
They're going down very quickly.
They were in an odd formation now.
Disappear. See ya. Yeah, it was a weird line. It was hard to charge, but they still all died.
Indeed. This is not looking good for Inco right now. Stinky Inky.
Basically putting all of his reserves. Gradually, both sides putting all the reserves into this. But look at Mal. He's still got 5 camels on his right. And now Inky only has a limited force on his left to deal with it.
Oh, Inky.
I feel like it's going to be another phase to this battle. It's happening right now, in fact.
Oh, yes.
As
the
Mal
infantry's
engages
coming
on
up.
the other flank. And I think that might be very decisive.
And it looks like Inky has a decent bit of armor on his units as well, which means that those maces are going to come in quite handy in this particular infantry engagement as well.
Damage, which they are now going in for the fight. Nordic Warriors versus Al Rahane. Pronounce it how you like. Al Rahane!
Rahane!
Rahane, mate.
I really felt like my Rahane was a pretty accurate way of saying it. It sounds right, but apparently it's not.
Still not.
Nope. Oh, more slingers being charged on the other side as well now by the cavalry.
Slingers absolutely love it. They're just absorbing all of the attacks.
Men are broken and running for their lives.
Which men is over there?
It's a whole bunch of men.
Just hacking through the camels.
Men all over the place running in.
Look at this infantry battle. I thought Inco's infantry would go down faster, but actually sort of holding their own here. Both sides taking losses in the combat.
Yeah, I think he still got
Both
the worst end of it, though.
According to the tooltip, that's very helpful.
It's very useful, yeah. I think Malakith's about to get a bunch of charge in the rear of the cavalry, though, once he gets them around there.
He's smashing through on the right here. He's got a nice rear attack on those axe warriors. They're surely going to go down super fast, bogged down in that combat.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's general. Mouth on the general charge. He's charging him right through the center.
Oh, wow.
Smashing through the hurlers and into Inco's general. It's the general duel right here.
General v general.
Inco's got all of his cavalry nearby. Will he pull them in to try to
wow, yeah, there's a bunch of cavalry back there. Looks like, I mean, Mal's got a few units of cav there as well, but he's committed one of them into the Nordic Raid Leaders. He's actually
everything out.
got his general out of there, though.
This is really good micro, I think. I think he's making some good micro decisions. Not that I know what a good micro decision is with my 0 games under my belt, but looking at this, I feel like he's paying really close attention to what's going on.
I think that's important. When you got a good feeling about someone, that's half the battle won right there.
I saw his initial deployment's beauty. I feel like he knows what he's doing, and that's my assessment of why he's a good player.
Looks like Mal's committed his general now against the Nordic Horse Lords.
General's going in again. Yeah, the Horse Lords could take out the general with their bonus, but they actually killed themselves very quickly.
There's a very small unit left there.
His general has the same bonus against cavalry, so they're just countering each other.
Indeed. Many skirmishes going all over the place. There's no line battle or anything.
Not the massive mess that we sometimes have.
No.
But it looks like Mal is starting to just win now because he's grinding through. He's killing nice infantry units there.
And I think that general is almost down to half man as well now. Just got a full-on charge in the back from a small unit, but still a charge. Yeah, he's starting to drop a little bit. There's a good chance the general's going to die soon.
Brought into melee with those mace.
Oh, and the entire middle is now basically Malakith's units left. The rest is all gone from Inco, Inky, Stinky. Oh, and the general's gone as well. There you go.
We have got a dead general.
So units are going to start dropping soon.
Obviously some chain routes. The general himself chain routing. Lots of wavering units on both sides, actually. Mal losing his camel lancers. He's losing all sorts of units over here on the left. Both sides basically just fleeing simultaneously here.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving. They realize this is not a good place to fight.
I think Malakith's just got too much infantry left there, that even if Inco can win that other flank there, that Mal's is going to have way too much infantry left. He's not going to be able to do much here anymore.
He's got 3/4 of the balance bar.
Oh yeah, it's very much in his favor right now.
Doesn't necessarily have to do anything special at this
point.
point.
One of the Nordic Axe Warriors on Inco's left flank went through 2 of the
destroyed those guys. Yeah. They've come back from routing. Where are the Axemen going? Looks like they're charging to come help on the other
They're
side.
so far away.
A very long journey. Might as well just go back and kill those guys just for fun.
I'm surprised the remaining units haven't run yet, to be honest. This is
Right, Axe Warriors versus Macemen. Pulling it again, a nice charge. But it's not going to last very long. A few heads being lost, but they probably didn't need them.
Judging from the time where the battle is about to end, within a few seconds
left.
Yeah.
What can happen in these last 4 seconds? And
oh right.
Still 0 seconds left.
Yeah.
Didn't even rout.
Mel told me.
Quitted.
Yeah, Mel told me that Inco actually quit out of the battle because he
the
assumed.
First game where someone actually conceded defeat rather than fighting to the last man.
I think it was in this case there was no way he was going to come back from that though.
I think that was fair to say. Yeah.
It's a good battle. Pyrrhic victory, apparently. I think he had a fair amount of units left there, Malakith, but it was a good battle. This was a very nice one, actually. It was pretty aggressive. No waiting around for several minutes for units to start engaging. No skirmish mode or anything, or skirmish phase. It's charging instantly.
All the ranged units on the field were sacrificial in nature. They were used to absorb damage from the real units. And the real units just duked it out. Unfortunately, bringing 11 camel units for Mal is too much for all the cavalry of Inco. Slowly but surely hacked their way through.
Yeah, that was a
the
very...
Macemen did their job well.
Anyway, so that was the second quarterfinal round done. Next time, on Friday and Saturday, we're going to see the other 4 people fight it out, and we're going to find out who... will win the quarterfinals, and then we can move on to the
so
semifinals.
That's how this works.
This is a bracket-based tournament.
Games, we can find out who wins. I knew there was a way to find out who wins.
I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed once again, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.